Hello children, welcome to our world through English. So today we are having a new unit for you and that is the unit theme is art and culture. Let me talk about that first. This is the theme of your unit, children. This is a new unit for you, that is art and culture, unit 6. This was a beautiful, every unit is a beautiful unit because every lesson what they mentioned for you, especially in English, that was a beautiful lessons, a very lovely lessons that will teach you a lot of things regarding society, regarding science, technology, regarding education and career, regarding art and culture, and all the things were mentioned here. Stories, fun was there, wit and humor was there, family relations were there, human relations were there, humanity was there, and education, career was there, and science and technology were there, and like, along with that art and culture. So every point is important for a student. So for that only the government has been provided all the different units for you to enhance your life, enhance you in all systems. So let me talk about the first word, art and culture. So what do you know about art? Art. Do you know what is an art? Art. Sometimes, for example, most probably you can see this word when you have a drawing, a portrait, or in a painting. For example, this is a portrait. Here I draw something, for example. You don't this is not a big you, just an art. Okay, so after writing the art, drawing something, here in the corner you will see that art by some name we can find like this. Yes or no? Yes. Don't look at this picture, look at this word last, art by. So we will see the word art by. So means this is an art, means a drawing. So with nothing but art is nothing but a skill, a skill. Somebody will say that only this drawing is not only art, many were there art forms like dancing is an art, dancing, singing is an art. So everything is an art in showing our skill, in showing our skill. Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kadakali, and Harikadas, especially our Ogukada in our Telangana, we can find this one. And everything is an art, everything is an art, everything is an art. So there is no problem for that. So art, in making, somebody will have an art of making some designs, and with the waste from the best from the waste, we have a competition like that. Everything is an art in creating a new thing. That is an art. Very simple. Showing our skill is an art. Is an art. For example, somebody will have a writing skill. That is also an art. Somebody will have a beautiful singing. That is an art. Somebody will give beautiful talk. That is an art. So everything is an art that shows our own skill. That is an art. So that is art. And along with that we have one more word, that is culture. So what is culture? So children, let me talk about here two words. Maybe you will be confused. Culture and tradition. So both are different. They are not same. Some people will think culture means say one. But culture and tradition both are different. Okay, so somebody will say that Indian culture, we will say that Indian culture, but we won't say Indian. Sometimes we will say Indian tradition. According to Indian, for example, when you are going for any wedding, if any Western people who are getting for marriage, there you can find, there they can see that according to Indian tradition, according to Indian tradition, right? And sometimes we'll get the word customs. These are all, it will be like synonyms, but they are not same. Okay, the culture and synonym, all they are different, but small variations we can see. Okay, Okay, that is culture. So what is culture? Tradition means, we know that. I will explain in 3 words. I will write the words, then you'll understand clearly. Whichever the words will be confused as more. So these 3 words will often confuse us, right? So let me give one word here. This picture shows Indian culture. That marriage shows Indian tradition. According to Hindu custom, or Muslim custom, or Christian custom. So these are the words we can find. So what are the difference between culture, and what is the difference between tradition, and what is the meaning of custom? Maybe sometimes we will misuse the words, unknowingly we will say, but there is a lot of difference for these words. We should know very well. So what is the meaning of culture? Very simple, I will say, because it is in our textbook, the major theme. You can open your page number 86 in your textbook, page number 86. Have you opened the word? Page number 86. Yeah, there you can find the word title, art and culture, and having some pictures there, some toys, some threads, woolen threads, and some idols were there, and next the dance form was also there. So that is, so what is a culture? A simple culture is nothing but the arts. I said no, arts means singing, dancing, or any other drawing, painting. This is, so what is a culture means the arts and other manifestations of human relations achievements. So very simple, it is related to art collectively. Art collectively, short word I given. So it is, what is the meaning of this culture means, it will talk about the artistic natures and manifestation, new inventions which was made according to the intellectuality of human beings. So that is called culture. So it is one of the art, saying that art which was made by the human intellectuality, or in human knowledge, human intelligence collectively. So it was related to an art. We should not say that to Indian culture. For example, when you are going for any marriage, don't say that it is according to Indian culture. You should say that it is Indian tradition. So that is why, because culture refers to an art form. Culture refers to an art form. Okay, next one is tradition. This is called belief from generation to generation. So beliefs means the systems we will follow, the customs we will follow. They are the word you can get. The customs we can follow, that is called traditional. Okay, this is the belief or the customs from generations to generation. Means things done from that is, I will write here, the custom means, you don't worry. So second one is tradition. What is the meaning of tradition means? Tradition means beliefs from ancestors. They will follow some beliefs. So on basing of their beliefs, so what they said, we will follow. That is called tradition. Okay, transmission or the traditional beliefs from generations to generations. Okay, that is called adult. And next one is, third one is custom. What is a custom? Custom means a traditional and widely accepted way of behaving. Way of behaving. Way of behaving. This is also similar to tradition, means whatever we follow, that is belief, and this is way of behaving, means how they live. For example, my grandfather used to wear dhoti and shirt, so that is a custom. The way of dressing, the way of moving, the way of walking, means that is custom. And tradition means the beliefs. For example, if you maybe especially for the rains, we will go for doing one activity that is called taking two frogs and getting them married. Some people, that is called belief. Means what we believe means, if you make the two frogs to get married, then we will get rain. Some people, they will go for marrying two trees. They will tie the sacred thread to the two trees, and then they will expect the rain will fall. So it will rain. Sorry. So that means a traditional, that is tradition. Beliefs from generation to generation. The beliefs what we are having from generation to generation. So next one is a custom. Custom means way of behaving what we learned from long years. What we learned from long years. So that is called a custom. So now you come to know that what is the difference between art, next custom, and tradition. So you never say that according to Indian culture, according to Indian, no marriages will happen. According to Indian, no, that is the wrong way. So you can use according to Indian customs, means the way we behaving. So Indian custom or Indian tradition. Indian tradition means for belief. So when you are getting something, some new things which were followed by your fathers, that is tradition. And if you behave means, for example, shirt and pant, dhotis, that was the custom. That we won't call that as a culture. You know, don't say that is a tradition. This is a custom. The way of dressing, the way of behaving, the way we are behaving, that is custom. The way we are believing, that is tradition. The way we are doing means art form, that is called culture. That is culture. So this is the three ways. Most of the children will misuse these words sometimes. If any functions or if any festival occurs, they will use according to Indian culture we are doing. So that is a wrong way. You should use according to Indian custom, or if it is a belief, you should follow according to Indian tradition. We will celebrate like this. You don't say according to Indian culture we will do this. So that is a very, very blunder mistake we are committing in our daily life when we are using the words. So now it is very, very important to you to know about art, culture, tradition, and custom. Okay, children, now you got all these three words and what is the meaning of art, culture, and tradition. Now clear, right? So now let us come back to the theme of our unit, art and culture. So we know that art means showing a skill, something, and the culture means now you got the collectively art which was shown our skills. That is art. So, okay, finish. So what is art means? Showing our own skill and talent. And here the culture means collectively whatever we are having, if you show, that is culture. So that is the unit theme for you. Especially this will talk about our living style. Our living style and our localities. Especially you will say that this is a culture, but in this we will come to know the traditions and customs of India. Why I said these three words means, in this lesson, the first lesson, you will get all these things indirectly about the culture, about the tradition of India, about next to this customs of India. You will get how the culture will play an important role. Art have played an important role in showing the tradition and customs of our India. That is very, very important, that we will discuss in today's class. Okay, are you ready to listen to the class, children? Are you ready? Okay, let's begin our class. The story of this will be confused, or most of the children will be confused for this. they will pronounce as Ikat, but the pronunciation should be the word here. I will say here I as it is in ka. I as in it. How we pronounce I ka, Ikat. So the story of Ikat. So you will get it out, sir. We know many things and we never heard the word Ikat. Really, it is not our Telugu word, and moreover it is not an English word. You will be confused. So what is the story of Ikat? There is a beautiful story. When I said the word meaning of Ikat, they will say, Abba sir, why they mention that word? If they mention this word, easily we can understand the lesson name. Then again we have to go for dictionary, and again we have to open dictionary, and we have to search the word Ikat. So why it is too necessary? Yes, of course it is necessary. Why? Because then you will come to the new word, you will come to know, right? So that is the use of mentioning a different title for the story. The story of Ikat. So what is the story of Ikat? Let us read and understand. Today I will complete the first passage if possible. Let us see. It is about our school life. It is our school, how we will feel the school. Let us see here. Okay, open your textbooks, page number 587. Open, children. Before getting into the lesson, let us see the page which was mentioned here for you. Look at your textbooks, page number 86. There you have different four pictures. In that you should say that what is art, what is culture. You should say what is art here, what is culture here. Okay, say first one. First picture, we are finding some toys. We know that which place was very, very familiar for this? Kondapalli, right? Kondapalli was famous in Andhra. Maybe for you there was a place which was very, very famous for this place is Nirmal, right? Next, here next one, threads. We are finding whether it is an art or culture. You should say it. First one is toys. Toy is an art or a culture? Art, very good. The threads, art or culture? Idols, an art. Dance, art, which reflects the culture. See here, I already said this art will show something in this. They will give this tradition custom, right? So here this art shows the tradition, means beliefs from generation to generation. What they are believing by worshipping, or after worshipping, if we immerse these idols, we will get something in our life. So that is the beliefs. So here art implies the tradition here. Okay. So next, this is art showing the custom, way of behaving, the sacred threads we will tie to the hands, especially during Rakis, or other, if you go for any temples, or if you go for any masks, they will give some sacred threads to tie for our hands. Yes or no? So that shows our custom, way of behaving, and also tradition. So somebody will have beliefs, somebody will have the custom of weaving, the way of behaving, the threads. That is, so this art will shows all this culture, tradition and customs. Okay. So now let us see here. One more question here. Are these handicrafts and dance forms the part of our culture? Give reason to yours. So whatever you are seeing here, are they part of our culture? Means our living art forms. Is this all same for our culture? The way of living? Yes, of course. Or not? Yes. 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 So let us see what happened in the story of Ikat. Bell rang for the next class. So the bell has been rang, and the next class, when you are listening to the class, after the bell, teacher will leave and next teacher will come. So the bell rang. A small break before the next class was enough for the children. So now, for a small break, and the break has been finished. All the children came inside. They moved around and started chatting. The mandatory 5 minutes was over and the teacher did not come. So what happened? The bell rang. The break finished. All the children sitting in the classroom. So commonly when teacher was late, what we will do? We will, sir, I will open book, sir. Seriously, I will read. And I will open book and I will write, sir. Yes? Nobody will do. Maybe 1 or 2 will do in the class. But 99%, if the teacher was late to the class, even if it is 1 minute, we don't know what we will talk. Simply we will look at some other, we will discuss. All the benches will be started chatting, chit-chatting, talking and all the things. Yes, 1 minute late will make you get some time. We will feel that 1 minute late means we will talk something. We will feel. Yes or no? But here the children was very, the mandatory 5 minutes was over, means the 5 minutes break has been finished. And the teacher did not come. The children started wondering. Now here, see the children here, they are not like you. Sir, you are saying, you are thinking about us very bad, you are thinking, right? Not like that. So the children here, these children were not like that. When the bell rings, they were waiting because break has been finished, 5 minutes has been completed, and all they were waiting. Teacher would not come. Then they were wondering. Wonder means, teacher not come. What happened today? So they are all eagerly waiting for the teacher. When the bell rings, eagerly they are waiting for the teacher, but teacher not yet come. So now what happened? Let us see here. The children started wondering. Teacher not came today. When the teacher, for example, we don't know that. So we will wait for the teacher. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Later somebody will go. Head boy, head girl will go out for the teacher. They come to know that teacher was absent today. Then how they will feel? Teacher was not. Because especially if any teacher gives homework in the previous day, and if they give a serious warning, you have to show this homework tomorrow, means we will feel somebody who completed the work, somebody not completed. At the time, teacher was absent on the day, leave on the day. So when you heard the word leave, teacher was leave today. She told that or he told that yesterday, he will meet or she will meet, but today they were leave, enjoyment. But who completed the work, they will be, night up to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I completed this work. Today, teacher, why you are absent today, teacher? You will feel. But who not completed, they will feel, enjoy. Yes or no? But here, these children, they were wondering. Wandering is different. Wondering is different. They were wondering, what happened to teacher? This teacher never leaves the school. Every day she will come. Every day teacher will come to school. Every day he will come to school. What happened to the teacher? Why the teacher not yet come today? Or what happened? So everybody was wondering. What means what? They were ready to know, wish to know what happened. Why the teacher was late? Why teacher was absent or what? So they were eagerly waiting to know that. At the time, Ramya, do you think Janaki teacher is absent? Then immediately they called one girl name. All the class called one girl name. Hey Ramya, do you think Janaki teacher is absent today? So everybody calling that Ramya and asking Ramya, hey Ramya, tell me, why Janaki teacher was not came today? Why Janaki teacher not came? Why they were asking, Let us see here. Ramya looking out from the class said, how do I know? A few students were grinning. Everyone knew Ramya loved Janaki teacher who taught them social studies. So, why they were all shouting and Ramya went outside at the door. Where is teacher? Time completed. Where is teacher? Teacher not coming. Why teacher is not coming? So she was waiting at the door and all asking, hey, tell me Ramya, why teacher was not coming? The teacher is absent today. And all they were asking, all they were discussing, all they were grinning, all they were talking the words. Here the word you got is grinning. So all they were talking about the teacher, and everybody asking, hey Ramya, tell me what about Janaki teacher? Why? Because this student Ramya loves this Janaki teacher very much. So you know that some teachers, we will have some favorite teachers. I won't say the word best teacher, I will say favorite teacher. We love some teachers very well. So if your friend knows that, immediately they will say, hey, what happened to your teacher today, why she is not coming to class? Hey, what happened to your teacher, why he is not coming to class today, why he was late? So we will discuss. As of course I too discuss. When I was in the school, I discuss the same thing. For example, when our biological sir, his name is Babura, so he will teach us biology when I was in the high school. So my friend, he loves, that means he was very close to him. So when he was absent, I used to say, hey, what happened to your Babura sir? we won't say that. Maybe this is a common way we will talk. Hey, what happened to your Babura sir? What happened? Where he was? Where he went? So we used to ask different questions to our friend, because here he was moving very close to him. So every day in taking the books or in helping some other works, so he will move very close with that sir. So we used to ask. So maybe you will also have some friends who loves some other subject teachers. For example, somebody likes Telugu teacher, somebody likes Hindi, somebody likes social, somebody likes mathematics, somebody likes science teacher. So they will move very close with them, and they will eagerly wait for their classes. So at the time, we will ask if the teacher was late, if the teacher was absent. You will ask your friend. You don't know why, because you know that they love the teacher very much. So immediately you will ask, what happened to your teacher today? The student, what the student knows, she doesn't know, the student know, your friend don't know, but you will ask. That means the affection towards them, we know that, everyone. So immediately everybody asking. So all the class student knows that this Ramya loves Janaki teacher very much. So immediately what happened? Everybody asking, hey Ramya, tell me what happened to your teacher. Tell me what happened to your teacher. Why she was not coming to class? What happened to the teacher? What happened to your teacher? So everybody asking the same question to Ramya. Why? Because Ramya loves Janaki teacher. So who is Janaki teacher? Means Janaki teacher is a teacher in social studies. So she will teach social studies to the student. So that is the reason. So when the student knows that she was not coming, everybody thought about that, what happened to her, what happened. So that was going very, very widely. So at the time the story of Ikat has been started like this. The bell rings, all the students were eagerly waiting for the class, but the teacher was little bit late to the class. At the time, commonly what we will do, children, when the teacher was late to the class, we will talk, we will jump here and there, we will move here and there, we will go some other classes, we will talk to some other friends, and we will go here and there, we will go here and there, and we will come again. Why? Because teacher was not at the class. So then the teacher was absent or leave or just late for 2 or 3 minutes or 4 minutes, we will make a big nuisance there. Big nuisance we will create. Yes or no? The same thing, the nuisance was going on. At the time, Ramya went outside. She went to the door and looking, where is the teacher? Looking at the time, looking at the outside, looking here and there, looking at the time. So because she was eagerly waiting for the arrival of teacher. And every student was saying, hey Ramya, tell me what happened to your teacher? What happened to your teacher? So then what happened? Why was the teacher late, and why she was late? We will discuss in the next. Let us talk about what we discussed in today's class about art and culture. We discuss what is the meaning of art and what is the meaning of culture, and what is the difference between culture, tradition, custom. So commonly the mistakes, when we are talking, we will use some words differently. We don't know, without knowing the meanings, we will use in a wrong pronunciation of the words or wrong spelling of words. That is tradition. So what is the meaning of tradition? Means the beliefs what we are following from the generations, that is called traditions. And next, customs, the way we are behaving, the way of talking or the way of dressing. So these are all the customs. So that is the difference between culture, tradition and custom. So in this lesson we are talking about art and culture. Means the skills of humans, the skills, and that we shows the intellectuality of humans, that we are going to talk in this special unit, art and culture. And the story of Ikat has been started, and we will discuss in the next class how the students were eagerly waiting for the teacher. What made the students to wait for the teacher? Maybe if we have something special, they will wait. Yes or no? So the students were eagerly waiting for the teacher. So why the students were eagerly waiting for the teacher? What made them to wait for the teacher? And why Ramya was eagerly looking outside for the arrival of teacher? So what and why we will discuss in the next class. I hope you enjoyed the explanation of today's class, art and culture, the story of Ikat, and meet in the next class. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and bye bye.